and welcome to Anne's Family Recipe. Today I'm in the beautiful Chess Park in Monongahela, Pennsylvania, where the Guinness Book of World Records is here to document the world's largest wedding cookie table. The wedding cookie table originated in southwestern Pennsylvania. Italian, Greek, and Eastern European immigrants originated this tradition because during the Great Depression, wedding cakes were too expensive. So instead, family and friends would bake homemade cookies. I had never heard of the wedding cookie table tradition until I met my husband, who is half Italian and from the Pittsburgh area. So even though we got married in my hometown, the Pittsburgh cookie table tradition carried over to our wedding reception. This is our cookie table right here. And months before our wedding, my husband's family started baking hundreds of dozens of cookies. It's so funny because even though we're outdoors, I can smell all the cookies around me. Right behind me we have the classic Italian pizzelles, and you can smell that anise flavor, that licorice flavor, which honestly I don't really like, but these cookies look amazing. So clearly there are cookies everywhere, and from what I read online, they were setting up 108-foot long, like, collapsible banquet tables, so they're totally filled with all these different traditional and not so traditional wedding cookies. There are tons of people everywhere you turn. They all have, actually I'll show you. All that they had left were bags for cookies. You could buy like different size boxes to fill after the event's over, and I just paid $5 per bag, so hopefully we can fill these to the brim before we go. You can tell that everybody is like clinging close to their favorite table. People have circled the perimeter and they've scoped out the cookies that they want to snag once the world record has been made official. So we're back to where we started. It took about 20 minutes to circulate around all of the cookie tables. There's a whole mix of people participating today. There's home bakers, there's teams, there's professional bakers, and then I think another category was church groups. So there are just hundreds and hundreds of dozens of cookies. I think everybody who participated had to provide at least 12 dozen cookies. Yes, Ben? We didn't get cookies yet. No, they're not ready to do that yet. We have to wait probably another like 20 or 30 more minutes, and then the official from the Guinness Book of World Records is going to make the announcement.
It is time to determine the official result of today's world record attempt. As an official Guinness World Records adjudicator, I can confirm that all of the required guidelines have been followed and satisfied. The cookie table is fully continuous, without any breaks between the tables. The cookie table is being presented as part of a wedding reception. An accurate and precise count of each and every cookie presented on the table has been undertaken by independent witnesses and compiled into a detailed cookie inventory. Licensed food hygienists have observed the submission, display, and handling of the cookies at today's event and verified their safety to eat. And a detailed plan for the full distribution of cookies has been submitted and pre-approved so that no food wastage will result from this attempt. So all that leaves is the big question. Does this gorgeous and giant wedding cookie table have enough cookies on it to have set the Guinness World Records title for largest wedding cookie table? Monongahela Area Historical Society. The minimum required to set this new record title is 18,000 cookies, with a final verified count today of definitely more than 18,000. Guys, I couldn't count them all in time. It's gonna be hours. But we're over 19,000 at this point. We know that you have set
bite.
This is so crazy. I've only made it through like 2 rows out of about 6 of cookies, and my bags are already bursting at the seams. But unfortunately, some of the people with their cookies were in the blazing sun all afternoon, so like all the chocolate is melted everywhere. So there are some tables that are totally cleaned out, and then others that are just like pools of chocolate. But it still smells and tastes really good. Okay, back for more. Hello, do you want to tell me your name?
Yeah, it's Yvonne Janosko.
And what's the name of your business and what brought you here today?
Yeah, my business is the Pittsburgh Three Sister Bridges, and it's for the world's largest wedding cookie table.
How did you hear about the event?
So it was. We have a wedding cookie community on Facebook that's run by Laura Mangone, and she posted it online to have everybody come out to participate.
Wonderful. And I'm going to get a shot of your bridges in a second. Actually,
Okay.
let me do that right now.
Sure.
So you hand make these?
Yeah. So my husband and I made these for my daughter's wedding.
These are so perfect. And then do you sell them as well?
Yeah. So we rent them.
Okay, you rent them
Yeah,
out.
we rent them.
Nice. And then I assume you brought cookies too?
We
to
bought
put on your
cookies.
bridges?
Yeah, we brought cookies. So these are the Three Sister Bridges, which are famous in Pittsburgh. And the one is the Roberta Clemente Bridge. The other one is the Andy Warhol Bridge, and the other one is Rachel Carson Bridge.
Awesome.
So I also have a sign that identifies each of the bridges and what they are, and the history a little bit about it behind it. So,
Nice.
yeah.
And is there like a certain cookie you use for each bridge, or do you have favorites?
So I do. Yeah, so I do that. Yeah, so
Okay.
for the 6th Street Bridge, the Roberta Clemente, I have the pirate cookies. My son-in-law used to play for the Pittsburgh Pirates as a minor, the minor league.
Yeah.
The Andy Warhol Bridge, I made a flower cookie because he's a little eclectic, and I thought that would represent him. And then the Rachel Carson Bridge, she's an environmentalist.
Okay.
So I made the Buckeye cookies and the Georgia peach cookies.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Did you have a good time today?
Yeah, it was great.
Did you set the
Yeah.
record?
I think we did.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think we
Thank you
did.
so much.
Yeah, thank you.
So I filled up both of my bags to the brim, and my kids and my husband and I have been eating cookies as we've been going around. So we have more than enough, and I'm going to show you everything that I got when we get home. Some of my favorite cookies included this little thumbprint cookie with the white glaze on top. It was a peach cobbler cookie. I also love this chocolate cookie here with the cream cheese frosting on top. It was so moist and delicious. And those little cookies that looked and tasted like waffles were awesome. I'd never tried anything like that before. Plus, they had tons of very kid-friendly cookies. The sprinkles and the M&Ms, my kids loved all of those. And then this purple drizzled cookie that was lavender and white chocolate. Out of this world. Thank you so much for joining me to see the world's largest wedding cookie table.